Welcome back to the National Hoops Fest, powered by WGL Energy here on the Monumental Sports Network. Up next, a big-time battle, Westtown from Pennsylvania taking on Georgetown Prep, another big-time battle, and perhaps the highest-rated player in the tournament coming up next. Brian Kapoor here alongside Kevin Schneider, and talk about the Duke commit.
Cameron Reddish, he's special. They could have used him today, he's that good. Number 3 in the country, Cameron Reddish out of Westtown, electric wing, one of the top players in the country, and he'll be fun to watch today.
And of course, we'll head down to the hardwood for the starting lineups.
Jake Forrester, and a senior guard, number 22, Cameron Reddish. Let's meet the Hoyas of Georgetown Prep, coached by Ryan Eskow. A senior forward, number 24, Ike Nowecki. A senior forward, number 12, Mezzi Offerum. A junior forward, number 11, Dejan Desiree. Also a junior guard, number 5, Camden Kerfman. And a senior guard, number 3, Jared Bynum. Your officials for today's game are Jabril Anthony, A.J. Simpson, and Marcus Davis.
11. And as he gets set to go, Georgetown Prep in the white, the Weston in the brown, and Weston, their mascot, they are the Moose.
The Moose. Good time of year, the Moose are out. Jake Forrester, future Hoosier, Indiana Hoosier, number 4. He'll be one to watch. Obviously, Cameron Reddish, if you haven't seen him yet, be ready to tune in. He's the next Duke star. What a class Mike Krzyzewski has coming in. Cam Reddish, R.J. Barrett, Trey Jones.
And this is going to be a fun one to watch. And beyond Reddish, you also have a lot of other talented players with the Moose.
Jalen Gaffney's the player that I think can blow up nationally, number 12, point guard. It's a big matchup, he and Jared Bynum going at it. There you see Gaffney with the rock. Holds offers from LSU, Florida, Seton Hall, Minnesota, St. John's, and others. A 2019 point guard really can score it.
It's going to be Weston on the far side. Inside again, they will try the 3 from the corner, and that will rattle in for the first bucket of the game. That basket by Noah Collier.
That was Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish knocking it down. He's already off to a good start. Good to see Cam knocking down the tray ball.
The contrast on this brown and light blue, a little tough from our angle.
And they have a similar sized body. Noah Collier, one to watch, number 21. Only a sophomore.
Long 3 does not go. Rebounded by the Moose. Up top, alley-oop try does not go. A little hard on that pass. Right down come the little Hoyas, looking for the quick answer, and that's going to be fought for. And somehow no travel in there. They will call the foul instead.
2 outstanding coaches here in this game. For Westtown, Seth Berger, Ryan Eskow for Georgetown Prep. There's Cam Reddish from downtown, the Duke Blue Devil showing the stroke.
Inside drive from the little Hoyas. They'll kick it out. Nice ball movement on the perimeter. Now settling back down. Kerfman with it, swings it to the near side. Offerum takes the shot, doesn't go. Rebound is there for the Moose. Inside drive, follow up, and that's a bucket for Jake Forrester.
That's his game. High motor comes in, number 3 in the Big Shots PA rankings. Jake Forrester banged his knee up a little bit on that follow.
Up top again, that's Kerfman running the point for the Little Hoyas. And they run that offense with all that off-ball movement. Bynum with it, and we get our first look at the big-time St. Joe's commit.
They got a good one there now, Lamar Kimball. They got another good point guard coming. And Jared Bynum plays with great pace. Be a standout in A-10.
Gaffney trying to work his way around the perimeter. Gives it off to Reddish. Reddish step back dish to Forrester. Gaffney with it, back to Reddish. Reddish gonna try to drive, losing the handle. It'll be a bucket.
Big time move from Cameron Reddish. Love his length, size, and versatility. At the guard spot at 6'8". Super talented. Been, seen Cam Reddish over the years in Big Shots since he's been about 10 years old. Kept growing and growing and growing. 6'4", 6'5". Now he's 6'8". As good as any player in the country.
And good spot by you. Forrester was a little banged up. You saw him heading off to the sidelines. Hopefully he is okay. Such a talented kid. As Georgetown Prep, we've seen teams love this diamond press, and now Prep facing it.
What I love about this, Seth Berger switching up his defense. He started out in a 2-3, went to man-to-man, now extended the zone.
And Offerham gets it, so perhaps a little too much on defense.
That's the GW commit. Mezzi Offerham signed with George Washington.
An 8-4 lead for Westtown with a 5:08 to go in the first quarter. And the bucket doesn't fall for Reddish, rebounded by the Little Hoyas. Prep now, driving inside. Offerham puts up the shot, doesn't fall. Rebound is there for Eichelberger. Reddish driving, hit on the floor. Let's see if they will say he was going up. I believe that's going to be on the floor. Let's see.
Reddish coming at you. Runs into future Ivy Leaguer Ike Nowicki, headed to Columbia, number 24. It's a big body. Good get for Columbia. Reddish to the line. You know, this past summer, playing for Team Final, Rob Brown, great friend of mine, I got to see Reddish play more of like a point guard position. And it really helped expand his game, where he's so comfortable getting the outlet pass, taking it down, and making decisions like that where he gets to the line.
It's always interesting. As a local newspaper reporter, I don't have time for AAU stuff. I'm normally covering the high school stuff. So sometimes when I hear about AAU stuff, it's interesting because these guys play so many different positions, and then they come back the next summer and they have all these new tools in their toolbox, if you will. And with Reddish, adding that aspect to his game has been huge.
Yeah, and playing against some of the top players in the country as he did in the EYBL, I mean, he's really expanded his games over the years from a prototypical wing to now he's a guard that can run the show at the point guard spot, comfortable with the ball in hand. And
that'll be a foul. It looks like the foul is committed by Eichelberger. Excuse me, foul on number 24 in Wenke. So first foul charged to him. That's 2 team fouls each. Westtown leads 10-4 with 4:34 to go. Throw down, alley-oop. Offerham with the slam.
We're hearing that. GW signee right there.
And the future Colonial throwing it down. I feel like I've been calling his name every time Prep has it. 10-6 is the Westtown lead with 4:10 to go, first quarter.
Love the energy from the Georgetown Prep bench.
Reddish does not go. Rebound is there, and put back no good. Right back to the Moose, inside, no good. A third offensive rebound and a foul on Prep. Talk about your offensive glass. They are cleaning it up.
They're hitting the glass. They had the link. We saw that in the last game, IMG with that link. But there's my man, Mezzi, climbing the ladder. headed to George Washington.
Fouls on number 12, that's the offer. His first team foul.
3:53 to go. Of course, it is Georgetown prep against Westtown. Westtown leading 10-6 in the early going. And it's always interesting. At some point, a basketball game breaks out. You got that feeling out point. Last game, we kind of saw IMG just right from the start. So far, both these teams still jockeying for position as Forster's bucket goes. And it's great to see him back out there. He left for a moment to get checked on, but looks to be all right.
He's a competitor. If you're Jake Forster, he played well in this event last year. You want to get back out there and play in front of this crowd. Good get for Archie Miller.
11-6 now is the Westtown lead. Off from the ball handler, dishes it off to Desire with it. Trapped in the corner is Bynum, and he will get the foul. 11-6 is the Westtown lead with 3:35 to go. It's going to be Harrington to inbound.
Westtown out in the man-to-man now.
Butler up top, tries to get a screen, takes it, drives inside, goes up, and count the lay-in.
Love the pace from Jared Bynum. He's been a star on the DMV over the years. Love how he got to the rim and used his eyes.
Looking for Forster, no connection. Great defense there from Nwanki.
Great pace to his game. Jared Bynum gets in the paint, eyes up on the rim, nice left. Really used his body well, future A10 guard.
Inbounds goes to Forster, and right back out to Gaffney. Back to Forster for the throwdown. And that is going to be a timeout called by the Moose. 3:08 to go. Westtown leads 13-8.
Well, that's what we call the angry Moose. How about the dime from Gaffney? What a pass, the 2019 point guard delivering a dime to Jake Forster. Go get it, future Indiana Hoosier.
And so much talent. We talked about Reddish. You look at this, Reddish, the #1 3 team. This is on ESPN's board, going to Duke. Jalen Smith going to Maryland. Jalen Horde going to Wake Forest. Aaron Wiggins, Maryland. And then, of course, Brandon Slater, Paul VI going to Nova. And then Antoine Jones of Oak Ridge undeclared. And you've done a lot of homework on these guys. If you could have one, who would you want?
I mean, Cameron Reddish is special.
Okay.
Love his talent. Aaron Wiggins, he starred in our Big Shots events over the years with Team Charlotte, and love the get for Maryland. Saw Dustin Clark assistant in Maryland here earlier. But that whole group's great. I mean, Jalen Smith, another outstanding get. And obviously, Brandon Slater has been a winner at Paul VI for many years, and that's what Villanova wants and gets out of the DMV.
Up top, Ofra hits the three.
Ofra showing all three levels. He can score.
Villanova does such a great job. They pluck guys that fit exactly what they want. Chris Jenkins and Josh Hart, who I mentioned, by their senior year, they fit in perfectly to a national title picture.
Yeah, you got Phil Booth up there now doing his thing, and played at Mount St. Joe's. Love the penetration there from Georgetown Prep. Mezzi ready to shoot. Nylon. Love the fall through from Mezzi too. He's your guy in the A10 that can play a number of positions. The game changed so much where you got to be able to stretch the floor with the ball screen or have a big that can really guard it.
And that's going to be rebounded by Forster. Gets tangled up with Bynum as Westtown leads 13-11 with 2:06 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be inbounded by Collier, and it looks like Reddish is saying, I want it, I'm going to take it up. And his teammates oblige.
That's the 6'8" point guard right there, Cameron Reddish.
That's Berger looking for Forster. Forster along the baseline and gets the finish.
Jake did a great job stealing on that. One dribble, quick with the layup.
Long three from Bynum, and he hits it.
From Philly, St. Joe's. Future hot right there, Jared Bynum.
Pulled up from Reading Terminal and hit that three. 15-14, Westtown leads with 1:26 to go. Reddish at the top of the key, pull up. Hits the iron, rebound by Forster, going back up strong, and gets the bucket. And he got a little chatty, that gets a whistle, but let's see if there's any call associated with it.
Just a warning, just a warning. Love the motor Jake Forster showing here. Banged his knee up early. Took a minute, back at it again, having a big first quarter here.
Up top, Bynum gonna dish it off to Kerfman. Near side, Bynum again. Off from with the screen. Now Bynum pulls up from his sweet spot, and that is so sweet. Too sweet, another three.
Jared Bynum's putting on a show, has 8 here in the first quarter, and ties them up in the corner.
And that'll force a jump ball. The arrow favors Prep. We're all tied at 17. Take a look at that St. Joe's commit. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter, tied at 17 all.
Love how he comes off the ball screen, stretches the big out. Cameron doesn't get out in time, and daggers it from deep.
All sorts of excited. Bynum starting to feel it. Chased off his spot, drives inside, and another one. He's fancy.
Has the crowd on their feet, buzzing in here. Mr. Bynum, it's your show with 10.
20 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Moose trying to hold for the last shot. Prep leads 19-17. Reddish controlling, trying to break down the defender. Drives inside, floater does not go. Rebounded by Prep, and a foul.
That was a frustration foul by Reddish. He can get to his spots. He rushed that floater.
3 seconds to go. Of course, at this level, there's no advancement with a timeout. So Prep is going to have to go quickly to try to get a shot off. In the previous game, we saw McNamara beat a buzzer with a long shot. They give it to Bynum. 2 seconds. Bynum puts it up.
That's too easy.
Oh, cannot make it in, and just from his sweet spot.
He had missed from that spot. That's a rare miss in the first quarter from Mr. Bynum with 10.
After one, Georgetown Prep leads 19-17. The future of WGL is the future of energy. Diversified, innovative, and collaborative. WGL works to find you the right energy answers. Learn more at WGL.com. And Georgetown Prep, if you're the Little Hoyas, you gotta love what you're feeling right now.
You're fired up. Look at Coach Ryan Esco. Used to be on the Big Shot staff. Great to see him having the success he's having at Georgetown Prep, coaching them up. 19-17, Jared Bynum, your star point guard, is getting to where he wants. Here you see him coming off the ball screen. Great pace off the ball screen. Love how he comes off in motion, doesn't force, makes his read. Stretches the big, doesn't get out in time, in your face. Hand down, man down, as Mark Jackson would say. Comes off again, hesitates, gets in the paint, runner. I mean, he's doing it all 3 levels. Outstanding performance in the first quarter.
That highlight right there, that's a mixtape. That's a kid that shows you he has all the tools you want in an offensive stuff.
I mean, he has 12, and he's doing it in every way. He hit the left-handed layup, the pull-up in the paint, obviously the threes from deep. Jared Bynum lighting it up.
Now he gets set for the start of this second quarter. Georgetown Prep up 19-17.
The crowd is in. If you're a hoop fan, can't make it, tune in to Monumental Sports.
Starting to get to that standing room only capacity here at the DeMatha Convocation Center. Up top, here come the Moose, looking for the inside Forster, can't quite finish the second try, third tries the charm for the little tap-tap-tap-a-roo.
Seth Berger loved the play call out of a end of the quarter. Got the back screen for Forster.
Off from 3, ball does not go, Moose with the rebound. Reddish with it on the dish now. And I love the excitement from this prep bench.
You know, if you're not in the game, you have to be a factor, and that's what that bench is doing for Georgetown Prep. Really love their energy.
Forster, spinorama, and finish.
Jake Forster now with 12. Indiana Hoosier showing off first half here for Westtown.
Offram looking for an answer, no shot. They're going to say foul on the floor. So far in this quarter, it's been Westtown scoring 4 buckets. They lead 4 points, excuse me. They lead 21-19 with 7:04 to go in the first half.
There you see Seth Berger does a tremendous job for Westtown. High energy, brilliant mind of the game.
That foul committed by Forster. Prep, little fade away, does not go. Forster on the rebound to Reddish. Reddish trying to push, has no help, will wait. Back to Forster. Forster hesitation drive. Goes up, Sean can't finish, looking for the rebound. Prep gets it. Little Hoya's on the run now. Getting it to Bynum, little nifty move, doesn't go. Forster with the rebound.
Westtown needs to get out and get going. They let the defense set up Georgetown Prep in the right spots in the gaps. Tough for Reddish to drive on, so he needs to get out and transition early and often.
And that's a nice little MJ-like spin move with the fade.
That is Mr. Noah Collier. He's only a sophomore, folks. Has the body similar to Cameron Reddish, and that stroke looks just like him as well.
As you say his year, I'm checking the media guide. He looks beyond his age the way he's playing.
He's one that coaches, I'm sure, are circling his name. A lot of college coaches in attendance today.
Reddish loses it.
Cookies.
Bynum with the lay-in. He teased us.
Bynum with 14. We call that stealing your cookies.
Reddish on that dish to Gaffney. Deflected again. Incoming Ochefu. Throw it down!
Mezzi.
A huge dunk. And we're tied at 23.
Coach Mo Joseph at GW's got to be loving this. Mezzi Offram playing his tail off, number 12.
Tied at 23, 5:21 to go in the first half. Reddish, step back, Jay, doesn't go, rebounded by Bynum. Checks his numbers. Doesn't have him, has to settle it up. Inside dish, fought for, and Reddish comes away with it. And that's gonna be a blocking foul committed by Offram.
Fouls on number 12, Lindsey Offram. That's his second.
Here's C. Bynum picking his pocket, the lay-in, has 14. And then Mezzi Offram, the future GW Colonial, rim rocking.
Throwing it down with 5 minutes to go. We're tied at 23, and the excitement just building. This is the third course of our hoops feast, if you will. So much more to come. Inside dish. Loose ball. Forster gets it. He's pummeled by the defense, but escapes. Reddish now with some numbers. Had a man, but picked his pocket. Here come the little Hoyas. Little sharing, too much sharing as that ball goes out of bounds.
You got to convert that. That's a 3-on-1. Credit Jake Forster. You know, right now Westtown's having turnovers and they're not getting back on defense. Look at the guys hustling back. Credit Forster on the effort. But that's how you lose games, if you have that type of effort getting back and not eliminating those easy lay-ins.
I mean, earlier tonight, that's what happened with Cesar Chavez and Friendship Tech.
Yeah.
And that's how that game got out of hand, not getting back and protecting the rim.
Went to a Frank Martin practice at South Carolina. He kept saying, protect your home to the last guy back. Forster protected his home, but more of the Westtown guys got to protect their home.
23 all, 4:05 to go in this first half. Little Hoyas, nice drive inside and count the bucket. That is Will Molken.
Tough take. Forster was laid over there to slide. Molken finishing through contact, number 15, senior.
Little Hoyas lead 25-23. and was it last year or the year before where a lot of features were done on the bench players getting involved? I think the little Hoyas watch that. This bench is fun to watch.
Yeah, Monmouth had the crowd and the nation going crazy with their viral moves on the end of the bench.
Bynum trying to break it down, pulls back. 20 to shoot.
That energy is contagious.
Malquin for three, hits it.
Saw him inside, now we see him outside. The senior, available prospect, Malkin.
The Moose with it on the near side. That's Gaffney. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Prep leads 28-23. Up top, close defending. Gaffney spin move and is fouled in the post.
Coming into the game, Jared Bynum's had a big first half, but the guy that's heating up for the G-Town Prep is Malkin with the lay-in. Comes off his down screen, ready to shoot. Nothing but nylon. And did the three to the head. Way to shoot it, number 15.
So that foul committed by Bynum. That's his second personal. And the rest of the way, it's going to be free throws for both teams. 7 fouls as a team committed by Prep, 6 by the Moose.
Key matchup in this game coming in, I thought, was Gaffney versus Bynum. And Bynum has really had an outstanding first half. I believe he's won that matchup so far, and that's why his team leads 28-23.
Prep swinging the ball back up to Bynum up top. Malquin for three, front iron, rebound by Gaffney. Gaffney up ahead, Reddish, and the finish for the Duke commit.
High major plus players make layups like we saw earlier. Jameis Ramsey. Reddish is another one like that can finish, future Duke Blue Devil.
3 ball for Prep, and that rattles out. Look at the hustle, getting down are the little Hoyas and putting it up. Knocked out of bounds, and it stays with the little Hoyas.
You know, the one thing you see about high major plus players, they make hard plays look easy. That was not an easy finish, but Reddish made it look easy.
Bynum up top, a double team awaited him, gets it inside, trying to finish, but that'll be a foul.
A lot of college coaches in the house, and there you see the Wake Forest head coach. Danny and the Miracles, Danny Manning in the house. Jalen Hort comes on next, Wake Forest signee. Great get for the Demon Deacons. Plays for Wesleyan Christian.
So much great talent. Demon Deacons have had a lot of great players come through that have gone on to the professional level. 2 minutes to go, 29-25 lead for Georgetown Prep. Free throw falls. That foul was committed by Forster, so he has 2. Both teams 7 fouls each. Reddish brings it up, under 2 to go.
You know, in tight games, making free throws is a key factor, and that's what these teams are doing right now. Georgetown Prep hit their last 2.
Gaffney hits nothing there. Upcoming quick, it's Kerfman. Kerfman, baseline, finds a man. Inside Malquin, can't quite finish. Rebound by the Moose. Reddish, pull up 3.
Wow.
Have it.
Reddish from downtown.
And he seems to be a little Reddish. He's heating up a little bit here.
That was a rhythm jumper coming down in transition, letting it fly.
Bynum with the answer.
He's been locked in. He has 17 first half points, Jared Bynum.
He's found another spot.
Hey, and he's a great floor leader. Look at him getting the team in the defense that they need to be in now, switching to a 2-3.
33-28 is the Prep lead. Under a minute to go in this first half. Gaffney at the top of the key. Zone defense not allowing anything inside. Gaffney up top, 5 to shoot. Gaffney losing the handle, out of bounds. They're gonna say it stays with Westtown, but only 3 to go on the shot clock.
That shot clock becomes a factor. I love it. gives college coaches and scouts an opportunity to see players make decisions.
Of course, you get it to Reddish, one to shoot, gets it off, does not fall, follows his rebound, puts it in anyway.
Quick second jumper, Cameron Reddish. Nice uses of the left hand.
30 seconds to go, shot clock remains on, 33-30, Prep leads. Up top, it's Bynum. It's been dangerous from three so far, gets it to Malquin, back to Bynum. Malquin near side, and it looks like his zone defense is out for the Moose. Malquin pulls up for three, front iron, putback, goes in!
Desire.
Buzzer beating, does not go. And after two, it is Georgetown Prep leading 35-30 on the Monumental Sports Network. Take another look at this last basket. Malquin missing it, but that putback, talk about desire.
Desire made plays down the stretch for Georgetown Prep.
And such great action so far in this first half. Georgetown Prep really defending the DMV area. And you are watching the Monumental Sports Network's High School Basketball Showcase, powered by WGL. Tune in each week for some of the best high school basketball in the DMV. And of course, WGL delivers innovative energy solutions to meet a diverse set of customer needs. With more than 1 million customers, WGL supplies innovative energy answers. Learn more at WGL.com. And in that first half, Prep holds a 35-30 lead over Westtown. Brian Kapoor here alongside Kevin Schneider. And let's take a look at some of our first half highlights. First off, Georgetown Prep. Mezzi Ofram starting us off. Gets his own rebound and goes back and puts it in. He was not done, a big time throwdown. But of course, the Moose getting it to Forrester. He has a slam jam of his own. But then it was the Bynum show. Check out Bynum's step back three ball. That was one of several. Another three ball, he picks the pocket, goes coast to coast, and a little lay-in finish. Of course, we talked about Reddish quite a bit. Another three ball there from Georgetown Prep though. And here is Reddish, a tough inside finish. Gets it and goes back in, and take a look at this Georgetown Prep huddle as they get ready to go.
Ryan Esco fired up. The Little Hoyas didn't play little in the first half. And that man right there, Jared Bynum, was a star. Number 3 had 17 points. The future St. Joe's hot.
And if we had walked in, we had done no prep. Our producer, Chelsea Flew, didn't give us any notes. If we walked in and at halftime we talked and said, who's the best player on the floor right now? Who's that kid that's going to Duke? We both would have said Bynum. He has been an absolute star tonight.
He's been active at both ends of the floor, an extension of the coach. That's what you want in a point guard. He's been a shot maker, played with great pace, outstanding first half from number 3, Jared Bynum.
Now we're getting ready for that second half. Such a huge event here. This has been around for the last 6 years, and it seems to grow bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah, Keith Stevens and staff do a tremendous job putting this on, and it's great to see the whole city turn out and tune in.
There's
the Hoop Fest.
So many basketball tournaments around the area right now, but it's like this is the spot to be.
Yeah, and college coaches, when you see them in the gym, you know that's for good reason they're here.
And that's a three ball to kick off this second half. Camden Kerfman.
Kerfman had 3 assists in the first half, and he's one of those role players that makes winning plays. There you see him knocking down the 3.
Trying to answer is Gaffney, and he does a three ball.
You know, we talked at the half, that's the matchup, and Gaffney needs to get going in the first half at 0 points.
Inside, and that'll be kicked back out. Butler up top, thought about it. We'll wing it around to the far side. Near side now, and Prep. Deep 3 again. Hits front iron, rebounded though by the Little Hoyas. Inside, Desire can't finish. Forster will get it back. Reddish picks up the dribble, goes near side to Gaffney. Gaffney trying to break his man down, gonna have to pull it back out.
Gaffney needs to get it going. Just hit that last three. Look for him to get another one here coming off a down screen.
Back to Gaffney. Good call there. Can't finish, but Forrester does.
Do we call that a pass? I'll give it to Gaffney. Give him the assist. Forrester way to clean it up.
Near side, it is back to Kerfman, and now off to his man, Desire. Up top, Ofram, inside drive, hits the side of the rim, rebounded by the Little Hoyas, back up, does not fall, but some free throws upcoming.
Love how Georgetown Prep really hits that offensive glass hard. Credit Ryan Esco for having his guys really rebound. I think we'll call this a pass. Gaffney throws it up. Indiana Hoosier cleaning it up. Forrester throwing it down. Had a big first half. Had 13 and 7. Give them 15 and 8 now.
That foul on Collier, his first of the game, team first for the half. First bucket goes. Georgetown Prep holding it down for the DMV. They lead 39-35 with 6:28 to go in this third quarter.
Ike Nowicki at the line, senior, headed to Columbia.
Second free throw does not go. Here come the Moose. Oh, I'm saying that. That's a fun mascot. You don't see that one too often.
I don't know any other mascots. Their name's the Moose. So we can ride that out all day.
Reddish does not get it to fall. You got the Moose, and then you got this colorway. I love this.
The brown and the Carolina blue mixed in.
That's the type of flat bill hat I go and buy. Inside drive for Desire. Step back. Jay doesn't go front iron. Rebounded by Forrester. And Forrester absolutely cleaning the glass, doing that window work.
That's his 9th rebound. The big fella showing off. Battled a little knee injury early in the game. We missed him right there on the post-up.
Reddish up top, guarded by Desire. Inside to Forrester, guarded very tightly, trying a little spin move, has to give it up. Inside drive, whistle, are they gonna say on the floor? I believe that's the call.
Jake Forrester will be a big, you see him next year, you may not recognize him because I'm sure they will be adding about 20 to 30 pounds on the Forrester, Indiana. But he posts up hard, plays with a great energy. Ofram has his 3rd foul. That's a big key in this game right now. The GW signee has his 3rd foul and he has to come out.
Inside low lay and try for Gaffney. And off to the side, you see Ofram chatting with one of the assistant coaches, Coach Gray. His daughter, actually a big-time baller for Loyola. She had a sweet J back a couple years ago for visitation.
Sure got it from her pop.
Bynum gonna get the inbounds. Malquin, and that's gonna be a 3-point ball. Little Hoyas lead 42-35.
Now up by 7. The energy from the bench, contagious.
Near side, Reddish driving, losing the handle to Forrester. We'll call that one a pass, does not go. Desire up ahead quickly to Kerfman. Kerfman settling into the offense now. Has it tipped, dangerous. Bynum gets it. Bynum through the paint, dishing it off to his man for 3. Doesn't go. Inside ball fought for. And it is going to be a jump ball. The arrow will favor Westtown.
Here's what I want to see in the second half. Cameron Reddish right now only has 1 rebound, although he has 17 points. The Duke commit really needs to hit the glass, and that's what Georgetown's capitalizing on. They're cleaning up, getting second chance buckets. Cameron Reddish needs to get it going.
And that's hard when you're the number 3 recruit in the country. All eyes are on you at all times. You can't take plays off, and he tries to stuff that one in.
I think he heard us talking.
And that's going to be an offensive foul on Collier as he tried to answer that back. That's a second. And Reddish, that's that freakish ability. That's why he's the number 3 recruit.
Cock it back on your head, just misses it.
When you're in a gym and you hear the collective, oh, you know it was big time.
Quickly turn to that court. Reddish can climb the ladder.
And that's kind of the respect play. Like here I am as Bynum with a nice move. Got to get an ankle check off of that. Bynum trying to break down the defender, gets a screen, looking for the sweet spot double team, gets it to Desire, 8 to shoot. Desire step back, losing the handle, 5 to shoot. Dishing it off, 2 seconds, and a foul. A near perfect defensive series there by Weston, but couldn't get it completed.
1 second on the shot clock. And Nowacki goes to the line.
And there you see Coach Gray, as I mentioned, has a very talented hoop daughter of his own. That's Alexis Gray, Lexi Gray as we called her when she was at Vizzy, shooting 3 balls for Loyola, the Greyhounds up in Maryland. As now it's a 43-35 game, and Georgetown Prep, it's just chopping wood. You're chopping a big tree. They just keep chipping away. You peek up at the scoreboard, they just inch away a little bit more, and the collective sum of them, there's more of a chemistry. It looks more individualized on the Moose side.
Yeah, and their stars are showing out, and their role players are doing a great job playing their role. And we'll see if Westtown can respond. Cam's got to get going here with the ball. That's his game. Second jump. That's why he is a high major plus player. He missed before anybody else could go up. He was doing his second jump with the dunk.
Deep ball, little tip in. Oh, volley action. Right back to Malquin for 3. And that's rebound by Desire. Desire going back up and gets it to fall.
Showing his desire. The Jean Desire, the junior.
Georgetown Prep, I just love the chemistry right now.
Absolutely. Desire's working on a double-double.
Gaffney takes it hard himself, off the glass, rebound, and put back from Collier.
Collier, the sophomore, love his length.
Prep going quick, that's Desire, trapped, nearly losing it. It's a scramble, and you see the bodies diving.
Hustle.
Here comes the Moose, put back, finish for Gaffney.
I love it, Cameron Reddish. That missed dunk got his motor going more. Diving on the floor, you want to play at Duke, you have to get on the floor. And love the hustle from the #3 player in the country, laying out.
And Ike and Wenke from Prep just watched. And Prep calls a timeout. You know the coaches are going to be talking about that one.
That's winning plays right there. Cameron Reddish just made one.
As we go inside the huddle with the Moose, let's take a listen at what they're talking about. .241 to go in this third quarter, a 46-41 lead for the Little Hoyas, and now it's the fight for survival. We talk about chemistry. You love what you see from Prep, but as the game gets tight, that's when the stars start to come out and blossom.
Yeah, and Reddish now got his motor going. That dunk was emphatic. Although he missed it, it seems like he's flying all over the floor, starting to rebound, got on the floor, led to an easy layup, and Gaffney is heating up. Gaffney now has 7 here in the third quarter alone. You know, he's another high-level recruit, number 12, only a junior for Westtown. He's picking up his game here in the second half.
Yeah, Gaffney held scoreless in that first. Defensive play there, and it's going to be a foul called on the Moose. That is the third foul, excuse me, for Reddish.
It's a big play right there. Touch foul too, but I don't mind that, although that is his third. I like seeing Reddish get his hands on loose balls right now.
In the foul department, just 1 total team foul for Prep. 5 team fouls for Westtown. Something to look out for. Bynum, something to look out for there. Inside, does not get it to fall. Is that going to be a travel? Somehow no travel. The Moose pushing quickly. Inside, nice near side pass now.
That's
for
great passing.
3. Does not go. Desire rebounds it. Bynum looking up ahead. Doesn't have anything. Takes it himself. Late dish to Malquin for the inside bucket.
Smart play by Bynum. Reddish has 3. Attacked him.
Incoming. And Reddish with the lay-in. I thought he was going to pull it up.
It's a great play. Great call by Coach Seth Berger. Going to matchup zone. 1-2-2 extended. You need to hide Reddish now with 3 fouls.
And that's just a power play by Nwanki. And that's how you beat that zone.
Over the top, the big fella, they didn't protect home for sure there.
On that, I used to play the 5. That was my responsibility. You can give up a jumper. You can't give up the rim.
You were the charge taker. I love it.
Inside, and that's a bucket. It is Reddish with the J.
So smooth. I love how he strides out, gets a great use of that last dribble and stride at 6'8" with over a 7-foot wingspan.
Malcolm thought about it. Inside drive, can't complete it. Back to Reddish. Reddish splits a double. Reddish still with it. Pull up jumper. Hits it.
This is the Cam Reddish show. He's in a zone.
50-48. Under a minute to go in the third. What would have happened if he hit that thunderous dunk?
I'm telling you, I mean, it changed momentum, just his intensity.
And that ball saved. Bynum with the bucket.
That's Bynum's first bucket here in the second half.
I'm not sure if it's an intimidation factor or what, but that play seemed to rattle the Little Hoyas for a little bit. 30 seconds to go in the third. 52-48, 20 on the shot clock. Gaffney at the top, looking for a screen. Great help defense, and they're gonna call the foul on, it looks like Ike and Wenke.
Gaffney did a nice job attacking the big off the ball screen. Reddish feeling it in the zone, comes across the court and lets it fly. He's feeling it. The Cameron Crazy are going to be going crazy over Cam Reddish next year.
Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go in the third. Gaffney up top trying to break down the defense. Inside floater, it goes. 3 seconds to go. They got to go quick. They aren't even going to get it in. And that will do it for the third quarter. The Hoyas lead is trimmed. Georgetown Prep leads 52-50 as we head into the fourth quarter of play. And that was a fun third quarter. We finally saw Reddish kind of show us why he was that third guy. Maybe someone was tuned into the Monumental Sports Network at halftime.
I'm telling you, he took the game over, and it actually was a play where he missed the shot that took his energy to another level and had them crawl back in the game, and Gaffney big third quarter.
Talking about energy, are you seeking energy answers for your business, home, or organization? Go to WGL.com today to learn more about their natural gas, electricity, and renewable energy sources. And last time we saw the Westtown huddle, let's go inside with the Little Hoyas. And you see the passion, I love that.
I love Coach Esco. I love having him on our big shot staff. I knew he'd be a great coach, has an unbelievable passion for the game and helping kids, and you can see it in his eyes.
For the longest time, I never thought I'd have to interview or interact with a coach that was younger than me. We're both the same age. It's an interesting dynamic, and I think he really relates and connects to his players so well.
You know, you think about the coaches across the country now that are having great success, and they have great rapport with their players. And he's one of himself, along with Coach Seth Berger. You know, great rapport with your players goes a long way, especially when you're in tight games, 52-50 as we begin the fourth.
And we are set up for a good one here on the Monumental Sports Network. Near side. Inside go the Little Hoyas, and Wenke is going to be fouled. Who is it on? Reddish was in the neighborhood. Do they call it on him?
I believe it was Harrison Eckelberger. Credit Ike Nowicki, did his job early.
And that does go against Eckelberger. That's the 6th, so the rest of the way on any fouls, Prep is going to be shooting. That's a huge development here as the first one goes.
I like how Nowicki hits his free throws. That's what you want in a big, and keep him on the floor.
That swish snap sounds so good.
It looks good, too.
I was never good enough shooter to get one of those. There's another one. No snap, but the points count anyway. 54-50 is Prep's lead as the inbounds pass does not go. Try it again with 7:45 to go in the ball game. Gaffney bringing it up. He really came alive in that third quarter.
Really did a nice job getting a piece of the paint, Jalen Gaffney.
Reddish setting up his man, trying to spin move, and moves on moves. Baseline try, skip pass doesn't go. Butler picks it off.
Sound deep from the Little Hoyas.
Bynum with it. Bynum inside, Desire can't finish. They're gonna get a foul on him going up for the shot.
That was a late call.
Eckelberger picks up his third foul. And Eskow, the way he took over as coach, he was being groomed for it. Of course, the longtime Prep coach in an accident, and they needed somebody. He took over as a interim coach and then got the full-time gig.
Yeah, he had stints at American and Catholic as well. That really helped groom him, and loved having him at big shots, and great to see him now coaching at the next level. Youngest coach in the IAC.
I'm sure if we stretched out that parameter a little bit in the DMV, he's probably the youngest coach in the area. So here comes Gaffney with it. A 54-50 lead for Prep with 7:10 to play. Prep trying to rep the DMV. Gaffney, baseline drive, looking for a man. Nope, goes up top and scores it himself.
Great body control from Gaffney. Going around the bucket, getting good body position and scoring.
Bynum dishing it off to Desire. Desire gonna try to drive it in, kicks it back out. Great extra pass for three, hits it. Ofrom.
Great zip, good rip, good pass, ends up in a bucket. Ofrom knocking it down, GW.
The ball movement.
Piece of the paint, extra pass, ready to shoot, nothing but net.
Taking a little bit of that IMG playbook, the ball movement we've seen out of that club and this club, and that's why these teams are winning.
Yeah, you know, passing seems easy, but passing it at the right time to the right player, not always easy. And they have great chemistry. Georgetown Prep will win a lot of games in the IAC.
And not overdoing the passing. You want to make the extra pass, you don't want to make the extra pass.
Yeah, yep, and Gaffney's now taking over. He gives them 10 points here in the second half. Gaffney, only a junior, holds offers from St. John's, LSU, Florida, Minnesota, and Seton Hall, among others. Standout for Team Rio on the circuit.
6:27 to play. Prep leads 57-54 after that make. Prep in the bonus foul-wise. A foul leads to a free throw shot. As this bucket goes in, forget the freebies. Kerfman for three.
Kerfman's played great. He's another college-level prospect, number 5. Really can shoot it in rhythm, chop them up. Only a junior. Love his energy, number 5.
Prep stretching their lead out a little bit. 60-54 is the advantage. 6 minutes to play. Reddish, a deep three, front iron, and rebounded by Bynum, but a foul in the neighborhood of the rebound, perhaps on Bynum. Looks like instead it's going to be called on Ofrom, and that's his 4th personal.
Love the transition three, open, in rhythm, knocking it down. Ryan, Camden Kerfman, the junior, and the Hoyas bench is feeling it.
Of course, if that was Josh Norman, there would have been a flag thrown. As we get set now, 60-54 is the advantage. And back in the day, in transition, it was always a layup. Now you've seen the rise of the transition three.
You know, if you're open in transition, in rhythm, he had great footwork and balance on that jumper. Not easy to go from run to
Reddish, Forrester throwing it down.
Hey, Forrester, I'm telling you, he's making plays at the rim. Paints is all spray with his shot chart because he's hit at every angle of the court inside the paint.
Smart time out there by Prep. Don't let that momentum get going. As you take another look, a great two-man game. Reddish back to Forrester, and the defense has to stay with him.
Reddish dime dropping The ball screens become such a key play in the game of basketball. You got to know how to guard it. You need to know how to play it. And Reddish delivered it down to Forrester.
All of a sudden, you're starting to see that chemistry from Forrester and Reddish that was missing in that first half.
Yeah, you know, Cameron got going here in the second half in a number of ways. But you see Reddish, Forrester with the putback there. Gaffney with the dime to Forrester again. And Forrester, the high motor big. See him stealing high. He's doing it in every way around the rim and off of post-ups. Ready with his hands, hitting the offensive glass. That's what you want from your big. That's why he's going to Indiana.
We saw it with Ramsey in the earlier game. We see it now with him. That Odell Beckham Jr. hairstyle is in. If you got that hairstyle, you can ball.
You know, I may go get that myself. I don't know. I think that's the new style, new look. But as long as you're producing, it doesn't matter what your hairstyle is. You're looking good.
You can take the game with you wherever you are. Watch the high school basketball showcase presented by WGL on Monumental Sports Network's iOS or Android mobile apps. Of course, this is just the third course. We have so much great basketball coming to you today and tomorrow. Paul VI is up next. Of course, DeMatha in the nightcap for the local fans against this national competition. Wesleyan, I believe, taking on Paul VI. Oak Ridge against DeMatha.
Two high-level matchups coming up. And this has been a dandy right here as Westtown down by 4 to Georgetown Prep.
And we are in for quite the finish. 5:20 to go. A 60-56 lead. And of course, Paul VI versus Wesleyan Christian up next. First tip set for 7:30, unless, you know, overtime the way these guys are going.
We've been okay on time so far today. But these next couple games, it's going to be high scoring, a lot of talent. We don't mind if we go a little extra innings.
First one goes. Bynum gets the second, and he has such a sweet stroke.
His game translates. The A-10 has always had good guards, especially smaller guards. It's been a league they've been able to excel in, and Jared Bynum will be one that will be able to excel at that next level, at the A-10 level.
Gaffney can't get it to go. Bynum on the rebound.
Great pass.
Great look there. Desire. Great job of manipulating the D.
Desire working on a double-double. Efficient game, high motor.
Reddish lost the handle. The Zebras confer. Prep saying it's their ball, but it looks like it's going to stay with the Moose. 64-56 to go. 64-56 is the score. 4:53 to go.
Need to get Reddish active here. Keep the game in touch.
Said they go up top to Capan.
It's a matchup you want for Reddish.
Reddish step back jumper.
Bang.
Hits it, and they're going to call it a 3. That was close. It's a 64-59 game.
We may have said he was settling, but Cameron Reddish is feeling it now, folks. The future Duke Blue Devil has had a big second half.
Bynum gets fouled there. It looks like Capan with the offense. And that should be free throws upcoming. It is 1 and 1. Also the fourth foul on Capan. This level 5, and then you're out. And the foul's really piling up for the Moose tonight.
Absolutely. That's for Georgetown Prep. Bynum's a guy that can put games away. Misses there, though.
Reddish with it. You can't give this guy extra opportunities. Reddish gets a pick from Forrester. A little pick and roll action. Throwing it down.
Jake Forrester took off outside the paint. Avoided the charge in the finish. That's a big-time finish. Great find from Reddish. We got a 3-point game.
64-61, 4 minutes to go. Inside, and Enke picks it up top from free throw distance for 2. Timeout, Prep.
Future Columbia Lion making a big shot.
With just under 4 to go, Georgetown Prep leads 66-61. Buckle up.
Reddish, great pace off a ball screen. I love the hesitation. Finds Forrester, making a great read. Unbelievable finish from Jake Forrester.
because we're monumental, we got so much great action coming for you. Of course, up next, Paul VI takes on Wesleyan, and then our nightcap, DeMatha against Oak Ridge. But don't go anywhere. Tomorrow, if it's cold or whatever, get cozy at home, get your hot cocoa. We'll have the action for you on the Monumental Sports Network. So much great hoops action here from National Hoops Fest, presented by WGL Energy.
I'm fired up for these next games coming up. I mean, Paul VI versus Wesleyan Christian, great matchup. Jeremy Roach, Anthony Harris, Brandon Slater coming at you. For Wesleyan Christian, the Langley twins. Jalen Horde headed to Wake Forest, and the future Maryland Terp, Aaron Wiggins, coming up next at 7:30.
Tomorrow, a loaded slate as well, with 6 big-time games, and that all starts at 10 a.m. So have your brunch with us tomorrow. So you get set, under 4 to go, 3:57, a 66-61 lead for Prep. And if you're Georgetown Prep, what's Coach saying in this huddle here? Reddish and Forrest are starting to feel it. What do?
No rush. We have timeouts. Take care of the ball. When you have a player like Jared Bynum and Biggs inside that can finish, Nowecki, Desire have been impressive. Offerum's been in foul trouble. But defensively, you need to get a stop. Let's keep Reddish in front and limit second chance buckets off the offensive glass.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for Westtown, you want to get Reddish the ball. Escal goes into a zone. Got to find Reddish.
Into the corner. Can't hit it.
It's a great look, though. Great look from Reddish, your best player, taking a wide open three.
Kerfman with it. Handoff to Bynum. Bynum, nice pass. Malquin can't hit it. Rebounded by Forster, and he has to have a double-double at this point. Inside, Reddish. Nice pass back to Reddish. Baseline, great pass to Forster. Throw down, count the bucket, and one.
What a play from Cam Reddish. The catch in transition was unbelievable. Takes it down, they got away with the travel, but to find Forster and the big fella, hands ready, and it's definitely his feet are ready. Great dive. Forster climbed the ladder, +1, rim rocking.
We were talking about Prep's chemistry. The chemistry between Reddish and Forster, there's a whole lot of, I know where you need to be, I don't need to look where I'm throwing the ball.
And I love Jake has his hands ready. That's what you want in a big. He has soft hands, not hands of bricks, hands that can catch the ball and finish. And he's done that all day today, Jake Forster. 2-point game.
It's a 2-point game, as you mentioned, 66-64. 3 minutes to play here at DeMatha. 3 ball, hits the iron, rebounded by the Moose. Westtown near side, they get it to their man Reddish. The future Blue Devil down Main Street, can't get it to go, and he took a tough spill. That hardwood so unforgiving. As the coach comes out to take a look at him.
Hit his elbow on the ground, grabbing his stomach.
And we'll take another look at this as Reddish, tough play down, and he just had nothing to break his fall with. And now he's helped up and walking off the court under his own power, a great sight to see, and a little shaken up.
Tough competitor, Cameron Reddish. What a class at Duke. RJ Barrett.
And because he was fouled, he has to stay out for the shots. If he comes to the bench, he will not be allowed back in. As they try to find that wet spot. And with his big old wingspan, it's going to be a big wet spot.
Unbelievable wingspan, over 7 foot from Cameron Reddish.
That's bigger than a bald eagle.
And he knows how to use it. Really strides out in traffic on that last drive you saw. I mean, he really uses his length and his steps and Euro steps well around the rim to finish. His game translates to the highest of levels.
Hits the front iron, can't get it to go. 2:47 to go, and you see the Moose sending everyone back. They don't want to allow any easy buckets now. And we have a 1-point game, 66-65, 2:47 to go. Some pressure being applied by Berger. Bynum brings it up. Little Hoyas needs to find a little bit of breathing room.
Westtown drops back into a matchup zone.
Near side Desire picks up his dribble and picked up his foot as well. Travel.
Mezzi off from, look for him to get back in the game. He has 4 fouls.
And he was really going. When he went to the bench, the game changed. 2:25 to go, 66-65, 1-point lead for Prep. Inside drive, Gaffney looking for a man, and he will return the traveling favor.
Good job by Jaron Bynum sticking with it after getting screened in a ball screen action.
By the way, how about Forrester's ball movement off the ball?
He's super quick off that screen, diving to the rim. As soon as he catches, he knows what to do with it.
Bynum, floater 3, hits it. Leads back up to 3.
From here on out, you want Bynum having the ball in his hands because he knows how to finish games.
Farce, Gaffney with it. Up top to Reddish. Both teams putting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Reddish trying to break down the defense. Splits it. Euro step. Are they going to call travel? They do. It's the crab dribble.
I don't know. That's tough. He did have a little 1-2 after the pro hop, but hey, Cameron Reddish been making plays. He made it look smooth as he does a lot of parts of his game.
1:44 to go, 68-65, Prep leads by 3. Bynum inside, floater blocked. Recovered by the Little Hoyas. Malquin thought about it, dishes it to his man Kerfman. Off to Bynum. Bynum closely defended, 10 to shoot. Bynum step back to Kerfman. Driving inside to the big, and Wenke hits it! And 1!
Big finish from the Columbia Lion signee, Ike Nowicki. Kerfman making plays like he has all day today. And Ike Nowicki, love his energy and motor.
And with Georgetown Prep, we talk about the chemistry. We talk about the roles. As one famous Hollywood actor once said, you got to know your role. And that's exactly what the Little Hoyas do.
Absolutely. Kerfman, unsung hero today for the Little Hoyas, now up by 5.
1:10 to go. 5-point lead. Westtown needs something. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Little Hoyas.
If you're Westtown, no rush. I'd get a ball screen action with Forrester and Reddish coming off.
Inside, Gaffney can't handle it, turnover! Here comes Bynum with it, a minute to go. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Bynum's gonna be fouled by Gaffney.
Jared Bynum making plays. That's a deflection. Led it with steal.
And they're a little early to start playing the foul game, isn't it?
I wouldn't be fouling that guy stepping to the line. Or you see Bynum, little fumble by Gaffney, and Bynum gets a hand on it. Malquin cleans it up.
Bynum hits the first. Looking to make it a 3-bucket game. Good to see the excitement.
Good timeout from Ryan Esco. Get the defense together. Maybe switch it up on them.
Situational basketball right here. 72-65. You have the edge. Right now, if you're Esco, what are you telling the Little Hoyas?
No fouls. Keep them in front. Contest the 3. Obviously, you got to find Reddish. He's got the juices flowing right now if you're Cam Reddish, but obviously time running out. Once you get a rebound, I'd have Jared Bynum go get the ball. Because he's been automatic, automatic from the line tonight.
With a 7-point game at this point, the worst thing you can do if you're Prep. No fouling along that 3-point line.
Yeah, and just, get offensive rebounds. Obviously, you don't want to let them score with the stand and try to stop from the foul line. energy from Georgetown Prep, Brian, has been amazing all day. From the first seat to the last, their energy has been contagious, along with the guys behind the bench, the Rowdy Hoyas.
That WGL energy here at the Monumental Sports Network High School Basketball Showcase. Gaffney in the post. Nice little spin, hits the bucket. That trims it to a 5-point game with 46 seconds to go.
Go to a 1-2-1-1.
Bynum fouled hard by Gaffney, and that, could it be his 4th or his 5th? I know he's had a couple fouls. That's his 3rd, okay.
3rd foul. You really need, if you're Westtown, you need to deny Jared Bynum getting the ball. Make the other guys beat you from the line. Bynum's been a star. If you're Georgetown, free him up. Let the star ice in his veins, as they would say, from the free throw line.
Bynum getting set, hits the first. Back to that 6-point margin.
Committed to St. Joe's, great get, Phil Martelli.
Can he make it a 3-possession game? He doesn't. And it's gonna be a foul called, and this will be a 1-and-1 situation upcoming.
Now we talk about what you want and what you don't want. That is what you do not want. 94 feet from the bucket, Nowicki gets called for an over-the-back call, and you send Forrest to the line with the clock stopped. That changes the game drastically.
Remember that it's a 2-possession game, and at this point, though, I guess the positive is you can't get a 3-ball here.
Make both of these, put Forrester on the ball like they just did, and hopefully deny Bynum the ball to make it interesting. For Georgetown, get Bynum the ball.
Misses the front end, and Wenke, you don't want him at the line in this situation. You'd rather be Bynum, but he's gonna go up there and let's see what he can do in this critical situation.
And the great thing about Nowicki, moving forward, that's a big that can make free throws. So at the next level, he'll be able to play late in the games. Obviously, you want him out there with his rebounding and his size, but he
has a 3 in this game, doesn't he?
Yeah, he shot the 3s, made it from the line.
40 seconds to go, 6-point game. First hits the back iron.
I may just need to be quiet. I'm you know, jinxing these guys right now.
Trying for his 2nd one. This one's true.
That's big. Makes it a 3-possession game.
Reddish bringing it down, pulls up from Durham and hits it.
That was just inside half court.
And you get a whistle. I believe the whistle is going to be because the clock was still running, not because a player passed the player the ball on the court. So they're going to reset the clock here.
That's big. In high school basketball, the ball goes in, clock stops. Saves your timeouts. Now the stoppage allows Westtown to set up their defense. They come out in a man-to-man full court press.
And that wingspan from Forrester is going to be a problem. 4-point game, 30 seconds. Zion looking for a man, using the baseline. And that's going to be a 5-second violation.
Quick 5, but they get it. Forrester using his length.
And this is the danger zone. And Reddish is going to inbound it.
Georgetown Prep stay in front here.
Gets it to Forrester, back to Reddish. Reddish going to pull up, tough jumper, hits it!
Wow.
1-3!
Unbelievable, Brian.
It's a 1-point game with 21 seconds to go. There's a reason we tout him the number 3 player in the country, showing why you got to put some respect on his name.
Look at this, comes off a handoff. They guarded it well. But with the step through, created space, nothing but net. Mr. Reddish.
This 2-man game with him and Forrester has been amazing.
That's been the go-to. there's not much you can do on that. Crowd's going crazy. I love the buzz in here. Reddish has been a star, joy to watch here on the Monumental Sports Network.
If you can't get enough basketball, watch the high school basketball showcase powered by WGL on the live on the Monumental Sports Network each and every week. This great action, we've had so much. We had the Art Turner tip-off last week, the Coach Wooten tournament as well, and now we're right in the huddle with these guys. If you're Westtown, what are you telling your guys?
Forrester, being an animal on the ball, in the press, he's so active. Don't foul. Don't foul unless you have to. Obviously 22 seconds on the clock. Try and get a steal. If you're Georgetown, get the ball into Jared Bynum's hands. Be strong with it. You have timeouts remaining. Use them. They took a 5-second call, which really changed the game. But Forrester's a tough guy to inbound against with his length, as you see.
Fighting for it, had a 5-second, it's taken away. Forster loses the handle. Reddish loses the handle. Bynum on the rebound. You had the Moose's two best players with their hands on the ball with the lead in their sights.
Wow.
Taken away by Bynum.
Wow. Way to step in. Obviously took a charge. Not what you want. Inbounding that close to your rim. Underneath the basket. Desire. Way to give up your body. And Bynum. Huge strip. Huge strip. Now goes to the line. The Stars are making plays. And the crowd's on their feet.
Collier with their third personal. 10 over 10 team. Butler can't hit the first. Door is open if Westtown gets it. Oh my, we are in for a treat.
Who can hit the big shot? Bynum at the line. Been outstanding. Can Reddish hit one more?
He's hit them from Durham. I'm sure he can. Pro length threes here tonight. Bynum, huge ball upcoming. Hits the second. It's a 2-point game, 75-73. 17 ticks on the clock. And that's going to be a whistle on the inbound. Reddish, it looks like, will go to the line.
That's another foul, 94 feet from your hoop. Cam Reddish goes to the line.
Fourth personal for Desire. At the very least, you won't be trailing after this trip, right?
No, but obviously Cameron Reddish knocks these down. Look for Berger to possibly set up a zone press.
He missed the first. Back to Bynum, and he's fouled with 15 seconds. A chance for a do-over.
Cam hadn't missed much. Lipped out on him.
Not a good day to be a Duke Blue Devil.
Yeah, credit Boston College. Kai Bowman went off. Jerome Robinson, two North Carolina natives that did it for Boston College against Duke.
Bynum, huge free throw upcoming. Hits it.
He gets the one.
If he gets one more, all of a sudden, you might be able to exhale a little bit if you're prep.
If he makes this, if you're Westtown, get the rock, go to the rim. Georgetown stay in front.
It's true. 4-point lead, 15 seconds. Getting it to Gaffney. 10 seconds into the lane, takes the shot, it falls. Quick timeout by Westtown. 2-point game with 8.6 to play.
Great job by Jalen Gaffney, exactly what you had to do. Down by 4, get down there, go straight to the rim, make it or get fouled. Now they set up their defense. Players making plays. Jared Bynum has been a standout star.
What I love about this, we talked about all the talent, we talked about the stars. The stars for both teams have come out. Forster, Reddish on one side, Bynum and the collection of Little Hoyas, Kerfman at times shining, Malquin at times. We got to get Ofram back involved if I'm prep.
Yeah, he's still not checking into the game. So obviously Ryan's going to ride out with the guys he has on the floor. Desire's had a big game. What's great about the Hoop Fest and Monumental Sports, you're on TV, you got a great chance to earn a scholarship, and I think Desire and Kerfman have really stepped up for the Hoyas, and Bynum has St. Joe's fans excited to see him in a Hawks uniform.
Both of these teams right now, you have to prep them for the situation at hand, but you have to prep them for multiple situations regardless of what happens on this play as well.
Yeah, the press has been a problem for Westtown. Forrester super active on the ball. And Georgetown needs to keep guys high. That last time, obviously the pass that it made, Desire was underneath the basket. And the next play he was passing to was right near the baseline, so he was automatically trapped.
Setting the stage, a 2-point game with 8.6 seconds to go. Quick foul, and that's going to be Kerfman who will go to the line.
Kerfman to the line. He's been lights out shooting it from distance. Let's see what he has from the line. Westtown was not trying to foul there.
And that's going to be, Forrester's done. That's his 5th foul. That's what the bit of confusion is. But Forrester is done, so one half of that dynamic duo done for the evening.
If this game happens to go into OT, it's a big loss.
And that explains the frustration from Westtown on the foul call. It does not go. Regardless, this will remain a 1-possession game.
Here we go.
Kerfman. Huge free throw upcoming. Rattles out. Rebounded by the little Hoyas foul again. Ike Wenke, the senior, making senior-like things happen.
Nowicki push Reddish underneath the basket. And that's his 5th foul. Wow. Nowicki just bulldozed him underneath the basket and got great position. The ball just happened to fall right in his lap.
And all of a sudden, the 2 best weapons for Westtown are done for the evening. If they get a miracle 3 and send it to overtime, you're going to be going into overtime without your 2 biggest assets. It is a 5.2 clock. First free throw is in. It's a 3-point game. If overtime somehow happens, it'll be a 5-minute period. But it's going to be Wenke trying to put the kibosh on such things. And we have a 4-point game. And you were talking about his free throws. There he is. 4-point game, 5.8 seconds. Close to a 5-second call. Quick ball up the court. Gaffney pull up, hits the glass. That will count, but it does not matter. Georgetown prep knocks off Westtown. 79-77. The Little Hoyas play big at National Hoop Fest.
Wow, what a game.
And this was about 2 different things. You had the 2 stars for Westtown, and you had the chemistry and the roles of Georgetown Prep.
Yeah, and obviously Cam Reddish put on a show, something we'll talk about for many years to come here in the DMV, but credit Jared Bynum and Ike Nowicki, the Columbia signee. Big play at the end and iced it from the line.
And these 2 teams really left it all on the floor. This is why this is a must-see national showcase. 6th annual time as they sort out the player of the game. Let's see who they give it to. It looks like it is going to be Reddish. So for the first time this evening, a player on the losing side gets the MVP award.
Tell you what, if you can go co, it's hard not to even mention Jared Bynum. I mean, unbelievable performance from Mr. Bynum. Was a star, but Reddish, he's a star of stars.
And of course, that was just another 3rd course. We still have 2 big-time matchups upcoming next. The Paul the Six Panthers take on Wesleyan Christian, followed by the nightcap, the host school, DeMatha, takes on Oak Ridge. We are going to step away for a break, and we will be back for that next matchup between Paul VI and Wesleyan.